Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, you're watching BookedonCharity, and welcome to episode 3 of setting up my reading journal. So you guys will recognize this already. This is my actual reading journal. This is my personal journal, but they're both from the same company called The Papery, and I literally just use this one just as a base to press on. But let's do a little bit of a recap because I see that I tend to like to do that, and you can follow my first 2 episodes to see how I set up the spreads. So first up, we've got my Hello 2025 and Year at a Glance spread, and I'm just gonna skip a page so I can show you what was on the second episode, which is my series red spread. I've got this little French door situation, and I literally went and found pictures on Goodreads, put them on my Canva and printed them out so I can paste everything where it belongs. But in episode 3, we'll be setting up my favorite spread so far. I'm so excited to do this with you guys. This was actually supposed to be episode 2. However, I realized that I didn't have enough time to actually sit down and set this up like in one sitting, and I finally have the time to do it now. So this is why it's only becoming episode 3. So here we go. This is the spread that we're gonna do today, and I just can't wait for it to come to life. It makes me so excited. Like I've mentioned before, and this is a disclaimer, that these spreads are not something that I came up with. I went on to Pinterest, did some research, searched a couple of spreads, and found one that really spoke to me and one that I really enjoy, because I actually do enjoy drawing a lot, but I'm not yet confident with like creating my own unique spreads in completion. But there are small things that I am replacing here and there, or I will take the idea from one spread but incorporate small items from other spreads or pictures that I've seen before. My title for this specific spread is To Log All My Book Spread. I absolutely love this bookshelf looking spread. All right, let's get started. I like clean lines, so this is why you will see me using a ruler a lot. But I think for the books on the shelf, I will just freehand them because I don't mind having them not be, well, I don't mind having them be perfect. You can see that I've already made a mistake there. It's fine. It will add to the character of this reading journal. The whole point of it is for me to have fun with this. I am using this as a way to relax, calm my mind, do something creative that I like, and that's the whole point. So I'm not pushing for perfection. However, I do like things to look really nice and really neat, so we'll do that. I'm not liking how this pen is working out, so I will swap it and use a different pen in a moment. as I'm doing all of this and I'm looking at how it's coming out on camera, I'm so happy with the way these stars are coming out. Definitely this window setting is one of my favorite things to look at on the spread, and that's what really drew me into trying this out, as well as the letter. I'm really enjoying what it looks like right now, and as well as my little mushrooms in here. But yeah, as I'm doing these stars, I'm like, wow, they're coming out so nicely, and I am so happy. I can't wait to color everything in so you guys can see what it would potentially look like at the end. So this is what the current spread look like with just me using my black pen on here. I will come back and color in my window, but I know that's gonna take me a bit more time because I want my window to be black and I hope that it's gonna come out like really nicely when I do the coloring in black and it doesn't take away from what I've done. But I'm gonna switch over to green right now so I can do all my leaves. I've got a lot of like leaves and kind of like plant like items in here. I love plants, if you guys did not know. And yeah, so let's go do that and then we can continue with the spread. Well, I just realized that I forgot one more vase here. I set this up like a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't had a chance to sit down and record this video, so it has been sitting like this for a while. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get some other colored pens and then we will continue with the spread. All right, so we've got some pens to work with. I've got a brown, I've got a green, pink, red, and purple. So let's see what we can do with all of these colors. So you'll see that I keep moving from one part of this journal setup to another. This is because I'm using pens and I don't want the ink to smudge, so I keep taking breaks from different sections to allow the ink to properly dry before I go back, to avoid having like too many smudges. So if you're wondering why I keep jumping around, literally that is the reason. And usually if I have like a specific color in my hand, I tend to want to finish all the design portions using that color, get it over and done with. This has become something that allows me to really like relax. I don't get to enjoy a lot of my hobbies anymore because like I just run out of time for all of my hobbies, and I've got a lot, you guys. Like I read as a hobby, and you guys know that's like kind of like my main hobby right now, so I read a lot. But I love coloring, I love drawing. I do have coloring books. I don't have drawing books, but I do want to invest in some proper quality drawing books because I want to try out some techniques in drawing. Like I've been watching a lot of painting videos, and I just want to try it out, and not for any kind of like monetary value, but just for relaxation and just getting into my creative side. So I've seen a couple of things, and there are some art equipment that I still want to invest in so that I can get into that. So yeah, I wanted to do a lot of that, and I figured that if I started again on my reading journal, but make it a more of a creative journey for me when I do the reading journal, then it will be a good way to get started. So this is what this looks like. It's very dark, but I don't actually mind. On camera it looks darker, but it is not that dark on paper. It's a very nice green. I have not colored in my leaves, but I will use the highlighters from my daughter's stack and just go through and highlight everything else. But yeah, so far so good. So far I'm happy with everything that's here. I'm just gonna go and fill in the gaps here for the brown because I wanted some of the leaves to look like they overlaying a little bit so that I don't have lines across each other. That's just something that I like to do. You'll realize that I haven't erased anything here yet. I just wanted to get all the pen marks in. But yeah, let's get started with the green sections first. Get all my leaves nicely covered in, get rid of any of the white background. I really love the quality of these journals, like they do not bleed through at all. Let me just give you a glimpse. This is the page that comes right before, and there is no bleeding, which it makes me so happy. So it's very good quality paper that the Ep3 have done with these journals, and it makes the process even more nice for me, because previously I had used another journal that I bought from another store, and it was a little bit frustrating because if I use certain pens or highlighters or anything like that, I would see it bleed through to the other side, and it will be really sad when I have like a very stunning layout on the previous page and then it just disappears. I'm just gonna fill this one in that I just did with the pen, just to highlight more of that green. Oh, this spread makes me so happy. This is the one spread that I'm the most excited about. Like I mentioned, it's my favorite spread out of this whole reading journal. I do want to try myself out with painting one of the pages for my monthly spreads, but we'll see that in the future. This is why I want to invest in an art book so that I can play around there first before I come and commit a painting on here. And also I think I need just a chance to test that how paint will react on the paper, because I don't want it also to bleed through or to make my page crumple up. That's definitely not what we want to do. I need to also invest in my own highlighters to color. You can see how short these ones are. They're not the most comfortable to use, but they do a very, very good job, which is why I will keep using them. And at this point, my daughter is not using them as much, so I'm taking the opportunity while I still have it, because I think when she's ready for her stuff, I need to relinquish the hold on them. But I like them, and I like that they have a variety of colors as well that I can use. They make it very nice to like color stuff in. Just look at these mushrooms. I am so obsessed with these mushrooms. I'm so obsessed. They look so cute. Checking, no bleeding through, so yay. Very happy. Some of my strokes are not perfect, some of my coloring is not perfect. You can see some of it is kind of like going over the line. I don't really care. It's about the journey of it, and that's what I'm concentrating on. So you'll see I'm taking a bit more like bigger strokes, and I'm not trying to really be too perfect with it. Otherwise, if I go down that route, it's just gonna stress me out if I've got lines being colored outside of the borders. I almost said outside the lines, and it just felt like I'm saying lines too much. Okay, this is what it's looking like so far. It's coming out great. It's looking really good. Let's see what colors we can look at here. Let's do this pink for these flowers. There we go. It's a little pop color. And then do a purple. This is where I wish that these were more fine pointed. I think when I take the time to buy myself my own art supplies. I will make sure that the highlighters I get are a bit more pointed. It would make it much easier to color in, because right now I'm like teetering on the edge and it is kind of like covering other sections, but I still like the way that it's coming out. I like how it's not uniform, and I feel like the different strokes that I'm making are giving a different kind of like element to this window, because I do want a black window because we've got the moon, we've got some stars, so it needs to be nighttime, okay? We've got my window. It looks so good. It looks so good in real life. I'm just so happy. Let's get this colored in as well. And let's make this chain. What color am I making this chain? Just make it this color because it's not really gonna show. But let me just zoom in to the window. Can you see? Does it not look like I've got stars on this window? This is just, I love this. This is my favorite corner, and this one. Favorite corner of this whole setup. I want to do a bit of a brown on here. I feel like I might want to use the same color. Okay, now I just need to do my title, because everything else has been colored into what I want. Oh no, I didn't do that one part. Let me just do this one here. I need to decide what color to make my heading, but I didn't want something that was too bright, but I'm thinking of going with like a brown, because I did want like more of a brown on it. So, but also a slightly different brown from the bookshelf as well, so that you can see the difference. It makes me so happy that I finally got to record this video for you guys. I have been anticipating doing the spread for the longest time, and I'm so glad that I got to do it finally. I hope you guys really enjoy watching me create the spread, coloring everything in. It's just, it makes my heart sing, man. It makes me feel like I want to do more of these, because yeah, this is very relaxing for me, and I'm literally just sitting here watching, or rather listening to my favorite YouTubers. I keep taking glances to see what they're talking about, but I'm like watching bookish videos and just videos that generally calm me. I thought of doing an audiobook, but I didn't really want to pause a couple of times when I wanted to speak to you guys, so I opted out of doing the audiobook for now. But yeah, this has been really fun, so let's just finish off all of this, and then I can give you a nice overview of what my spread looks like. Yay! And this is the final spread. I am so happy. I'm so happy with this spread. This is definitely my favorite spread, and I think it will stay remaining my favorite spread throughout this whole season of creating my reading journal. I just love it so much. I will be trying out like maybe painting at some point, so we'll see. Maybe this will get trampled by the painting portion, but I'm so happy. So I just want to zoom into each portion and I can show you exactly what everything looks like. So starting over here with this window scene, I really love this. We've got some books on the window sill, we've got some lit candles, we've got a lot of like leaves and branches going on, a hanging plant. This is a wish for me also. Like in my house, I would have this window, I would have some candles, and I would have a very nice and cozy bench like to sit and lay on with like nice cushions. Oh, dreams. And then we've got some plants over here. Another part that I really like is this little mushroom case. I thought that this was very cute. This was an idea from a separate Pinterest pin, and yeah, like I said, some of these trinkets I took from different Pinterest pins and just put everything together. I also really like this pot plant. If I could find plants like this, that would be great. Everywhere else is just the bookshelf. I did mention that I did a couple of strokes. That was definitely a mistake, but it blends in, so it's fine. I don't know how many books I've actually drawn on here, but I feel like there could be maybe getting close to 100. I don't know. But we've got a little pot plant here. I feel like, should I color this in or should I leave it? I feel like I should leave it. But we'll leave it be. And then another part that I really like is this ladder. It is just filled with this plant that's just twirling around it. I think it looks really good. In my forever home, I have a whole library room with books stacked so high that I need a rolling ladder in my house. That is what I'm planning for. But yeah, you guys, I am so happy with the spread. I couldn't be happier. I love the way that it came out. I love everything about it. I was a little bit worried about the window and like coloring it black and having my little stars that took me so long to do to still show up, and I think they show up quite nicely. And I'm just so happy. We've got a nice starry sky with a crescent moon. Crescent moon is like one of my favorite things. I'm more of a moon girl than a sun girl. So I love moons. But crescent moon is definitely my thing. But yeah, I'm gonna start filling my books in with the books that I've already read this year, because I did already read some. I just want to see. So I read The Starless Sea, by Erin Morgenstern. Absolutely loved it. I read The Wife Upstairs. By Frida McFadden. I also read The Surrogate. I read Cook Off at Gogo's Plaza. I read Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. And I feel like there's something else that I read, but I can't remember right now. I'm gonna have a look at my story graph to see what else I read recently. So I read All Systems Red by Martha Wells as well, which is book 1 of the Murder Bot Diaries. Cool stuff. So what I want to do is just color in the books that I've read. the colors are not in any way a representation of the books themselves, but I just wanted to color in, and I want to use the palest colors that I have on here so that it doesn't really overwhelm, but it just shows that these books have been read already. And let's see if we can actually fill up this bookshelf of mine with books that I've read this year and see how far we can get. My goal this year is to read 75 books, and I'm fairly confident that I can reach that goal, and I think I should have more than 75 slots on here for the books that I read this year, so I think we'll be good. So far this is what it looks like with all of the books that I've completed already, and I am absolutely happy with this. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the spread. Are you guys doing your reading journals? Are you finding any inspiration? Let me know if you're enjoying the series and what more you would like to see from me specifically on this series. This has its own playlist, so check it out. This is the 3rd episode, so there's 2 other videos for you to enjoy prior to this one if you haven't checked them out already. But yeah, I'm very, very happy. I can't stop saying this, but this is literally my favorite spread, and I just can't wait to populate it with more books. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have made it this far, please leave me a book stack emoji just to represent the books read for the month and just the spread that I worked on. But remember to like this video if you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and I will be definitely seeing you guys in my next video. Bye, kisses.